Hello, my friend. How you doing today? Are you staying positive? Woo, because that's the only way to be in. The second time, that's 2 live streams in one day that I'm doing. Woo! That's because I love you. And I see what's going on. I'm sitting there on LinkedIn and on Facebook, and mainly on LinkedIn, where I see a lot of AI hate. And a lot of the AI hate originates from not willing to learn how to use the tool just right. And it's the same thing that I used to see when I was teaching Excel. I used to go to 5 cities a year. 5 cities a week. Yeah. 100 cities a year is what I used to go to teach Excel. I did 5 years. I went to 100 cities a year teaching Excel basics and beyond the basics. And this is a lot of the same hate that I ran into with Excel that I'm seeing with AI. And it happens due to frustration. And once I started to show folk how to use Excel, how to learn the basics, like put the marquee in the data. I mean, that's really basic. Like, make sure your marquee is in data. And you're probably wondering, what's a marquee? That's the first thing I teach when I'm teaching Excel. Go ahead and ask ChatGPT. What's a marquee? M-A-R-Q-U-E-E. And when we're getting into AI, we got to get back to the basics. Just like I am an amateur master division boxer, and I compete in tournaments. And in boxing, we always go back to the fundamentals. The fundamentals. It doesn't matter how long you've been training, how long you've been doing boxing for, how long you've been competing for. You always go back to the fundamentals. Always. The fundamentals are key. And when we're talking about AI, I like to focus on the fundamentals so that you can continue to evolve and get the most out of this tool so you can be as happy as I am all the time. Yay! Excuse me. It's allergy season is about to be over soon, so I'll be able to do more live streaming. But this is the Spark Prompt Builder tool. It's the Spark prompting methodology that I developed to help you learn how to structure prompts properly. And it's very simple. Specify your goal clearly, provide relevant context, add constraints, request specific format or structure, and then know your audience. Just like that. And I've got examples on here. Now, this page goes to all of those that participate in my From Clueless to Confident workshop. You end up getting the Spark Prompt Builder tool. We go over this. And by the way, if you go visit my website and find the From Clueless to Confident workshop and you scroll on down, you can find the Spark framework right in here. Now, you're not going to have access to the Prompt Builder tool, but you got access to the Spark framework. And you can always just go right ahead and talk to the AI right over here. Talk to, what's their name? What's your name? I forgot. I think that's Mr. Kimo Aloha. What's your name? Boom. And the name is Kimo Aloha. Right on. Okay, so you can ask Kimo Aloha, whatever you want to know about the workshop. But let's say that you've taken the workshop and you've got the Spark Prompt Builder tool. We've gone through the Spark framework together. We've done a few examples. And until you get the hang of it real good, I've got this tool built for you. So let's say that you want to create a customer-facing FAQ on a product feature. How about that? Preparing a customer-facing FAQ on a product feature. So the first thing that we're going to do is specify your goal clearly. So right in that little section right here where it says specify your goal clearly, we're just going to put in there what the goal is. The goal is to generate a frequently asked questions section about the new autosave feature in our app. And then we're going to move on to the provide relevant context, which we're going to give it, the the more context you give, the better. Think about it when you're giving somebody instructions or when somebody's giving you instructions and they say, hey, I want you to go do this. Go do it. It's better if you say, hey, you know, I'd like for you to do this. This is some of the steps that I recommend for achieving the outcome. And when you achieve that outcome, it should look like this. So the more information that you give, more details you give, the better. So providing some relevant context, autosave automatic backs up user edits every 30 seconds, protecting against data loss. So because we're just keeping this brief, we're going to keep that context brief. But you can add a lot more. And then there's also other things that we can do too. I mean, there's so much more that we can do. I already start thinking. The next thing is we want to add some limitations, some constraints. Specify your goal, provide relevant context, add constraints or requirements, SPA. And here's where we say include 5 to 7 questions, each answer under 50 words. And so let's go ahead and minimize this. The next one is R, request a specific format or structure. And so let's go right ahead. And then let's, boom, request a specific format or structure. And here's where we tell it how we want it formatted. As a bulleted FAQ list, questions in bold, answers in plain text below. And then who is this for? Know your audience. Who is this for? And we can say this is general users. There we go. So let's see. This is for general users who rely on the app for document editing but may not be tech savvy. And then now we can go right ahead and generate the prompt. There it is. Just like that. Nice. And what it did is basically just put everything together for us. All right. And by using the prompt builder, we go through the format for writing. And just do this a few times. And after you've done this a few times, and you might not need the prompt builder again, because now you're thinking in the proper Spark prompting methodology, and you're going to start to get the results that you desire. So what we're going to do is we're going to go right ahead and copy this to the clipboard, and let's use DeepSeek. Have you used DeepSeek lately? I like using them all. You know, it just depends. I got ChatGPT. I got all my different chatbots right over there that I like to work with, my agents. I use Copilot. I use Claude, Gemini. Let's go ahead and go with DeepSeek. It's free. And let's, we don't need to have a DeepSeek. Let's just go right ahead and paste our prompt in there. And let's see. All right. So what would happen if we just said generate frequently asked questions about a new autosave feature in our app? You know, let's just say that's what you wanted, only that. Okay. So let me take this out. Boom. Let's just say we put that in. Bam. Generate a frequently asked questions. And now it's going to, like, how many questions? What's it got to be about? Like, here it's just going on its own and just do it all on its own. And then you're looking at this and you're going, AI sucks. Look how stupid it is. I mean, okay, this is kind of good, but there's a whole lot more other stuff that it's missing. It's just stupid. It's never going to replace me. Yeah, it's not. AI is not going to replace you. As long as you keep building your skills to learn how to use the tool, because AI needs a human in the loop always. However, it's got to be a really skilled human. And we're amplifying intelligence here. So why not amplify the intelligence of somebody that's skilled versus amplify weakness? So let's go ahead and start a new chat. And a lot of these chatbots are exactly the same. This is the sidebar. They got a lot of the same features. So now we're going to put the complete prompt in there. Remember the first chat that it gave us? It just talked about the autosave. So it didn't even have any kind of special format to it. Let's see. Let's look at it again. Yeah. Oh, but it did 7 questions. How did it know that I wanted just 7? I guess it decided to come up with 7. All right, so here's the new chat. Boom, with the Spark prompt. And let's see what kind of results it gets us. And look at that. It's doing it in the format that we wanted. Just like we asked. Using plain language. That's much nicer right there. When you're doing it right, there you have it. Autosave is a new feature. Automatic backs up your edits every 30 seconds. So, this is where the human in the loops come in, because it's just making up a lot of things. Because maybe your edit, maybe your tool doesn't back. Oh, yeah, it does. Because, you put it in the prompt. How did it know? Because you put it in the prompt. That's how we know it edits every 30 seconds. Protecting your work from unexpected closures or power loss. And this is for general users. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Does autosave replace the manual save button? These are pretty cool. And a lot of this came, remember, from our prompt. It got all that information from our carefully crafted Spark prompt. Now, there's more to this. Like if you had more details, like specific documentation that you want to pull from, well, we got to keep on learning for that. Just like when you go to From Clueless to Confident and you talk to Kimo Aloha. Kimo Aloha is getting information about this workshop from a specific source. And we call that RAG. That's the memory type that I'm using. Retrieval Augmented Generation. And that's a whole nother level. So you go from Clueless to Confidence, you lay the foundation, and then we just keep evolving in the series. So that's it, my friends. That's what I got for you now, and I hope to see you in From Clueless to Confident, or see you and build your own AI agent in just 60 minutes. So you start out at From Clueless to Confident, and then you move on to build your own AI agent. And just to show you real quick how I work with multiple agents, let's just check it out real quick. I'm just going to put an ad right in here. And I'm going to say, Pili Kolohe, that's my Hawaiian language expert. I'll just talk to him. Aloha, Pili. What's the Hawaiian word of the day? Please make sure that it's not aloha or mahalo. Give me another word. And then let's send it in. And Pili Kolohe, which is a custom GPT that is a specialist in Hawaiian culture. I called him up, and now he's giving me the word of the day, which is pomaikai. Pomaikai. And that is, it means blessing or good fortune. Hey, pomaikai, my friend. There you go. That's what I'm wishing upon you. Get yourself some AI skills. And pomaikai. That's a beautiful word. And now here we're going to go, how am I going to use my agents again? Now, you notice I didn't use a Spark framework when I put this prompt in. I just asked Pili for the word of the day, because the custom agent already has a built-in prompt. And it has all the information needed to give me the outcomes that I'm looking for. So I don't have to go through the Spark prompting methodology when I'm talking to it. I use the Spark prompting methodology when I developed the persona prompt Pili Kolohe. So now I'm going to call up another agent. I'm just going to say, hey, let's turn this into a post. So I'm going to call up LinkedIn Linda. And LinkedIn Linda, guess what she's a specialist in? You got it. LinkedIn. So I'm going to say, turn Pili's post into a LinkedIn post. Just like that. And I'm just saying, turn Pili's. Now I need to go ahead and. All right. Turn Pili's post into a LinkedIn or turn Pilis. Yeah, just leave it. Word of the day into a LinkedIn post. So that's what I'm doing. Turn Pilis word of the day into a LinkedIn post. And because I'm in the same conversation, we're keeping the LinkedIn Linda's going to know. So let's go. Come on. And I want you to notice something. When Pili speaks, there's a flower. And in ChatGPT 5, it's telling you what chatbot you're using. Pili Kolohe. Whenever LinkedIn Linda speaks, there's a star always right there. So that's, nowadays GPT-5 tells you who is your chatbot that you're working with. But before it didn't. That's why I had to have those emojis letting me know, okay, who am I dealing with here? So the word of the day, pomaikai, means blessing or good fortune, which is what you're having right now, some good fortune because you ran into Mr. Aloha. I'm committed to you learning. That's what the name of my company is. Don't get mad. Get yourself some skills. Don't get mad. Get skills. So now here's the LinkedIn style post right here. Just like that. I mean, we can keep on going with this. We can call up Ethan Vortex and say, Ethan is my cold email expert. Ethan, let's turn. Yeah, I'll just talk to Ethan. See, I prefer talking in. Ethan, let's turn this into a series of 3 emails inviting people to join my From Clueless to Confident AI workshop. Let's just see. Excuse me, allergy season. Excuse me. All right, look at that. It's a series of 3 emails. Looks like is Ethan gonna put him into a CSV file? Oh no. So what it's doing, it's going into a list of leads that I had put in here earlier because I've got ChatGPT to refer to all of my previous conversations. Look. And so that's why it does that. So that's something else you need to know when you're using ChatGPT. Maybe you don't want it to use your previous conversation as context. There's all kinds of different things that you can do. Like, for example, when I'm actually working with ChatGPT, I'm working with Dr. Nexus. I mean, we could go on and on and on and on. Here we have just our quick result. We started out with how to write a proper prompt. Now we're talking about working with agents all within one conversation using the same context between different experts. What if AI could remove the guesswork from your decisions? I would be saying aloha. That's where iteration comes in. We'll go back and forth saying, hey, add the Mr. Aloha style to it. Most professionals are drowning in data but starving for clarity. Here's the truth. You don't need more information. You need better clues. Oh, because I did see user error. I didn't double check the transcription because it's from Clueless to Confident. And if I look here, see, look at that. I didn't check the transcription because I'm going so fast doing this. Let me just edit. Let's watch it different. From Clueless to Confident AI workshop. Boom. Chee-hoo. How did he know that, I like to say chee-hoo. That's what we say in Hawaii. Chee-hoo. I think in like the South, it's yeehaw. Or was that a show? Anyways, so there you have it. Subject, your next Pomaikai is here. In Hawaiian, Pomaikai means blessing. And right now, you've got one sitting in front of you. My live workshop from Clueless to Confident. Master AI in 90 minutes is designed. Seeing how did it know? Master AI in 90 minutes. It's in the context. Check it out. So there you have it, my friends. I was just going to show you the prompt builder tool, and we ended up talking about agents. But that's okay, because that's the workshops that we've got coming right now. We've got from Clueless to Confidence going on right now, every 2 weeks. And then we've got Build Your Own AI Agent. And the first one hasn't launched yet. I think we're going to do it in a couple of weeks from now. Visit my website. Stay tuned. Follow me for more information. And remember, my friends, most of all, I love you. And I want you to keep on learning. Remember, don't get mad. Get yourself some skills. Aloha.